Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I did tell you I would still make some videos, and I wanted to talk about this story that just recently happened. This happened in Spain. Her name is Zunilda Martinez. She was 43 years old, and she was a bodybuilder, and her husband was also a bodybuilder. He recently took her life. He took her life and took her life by using a hammer. He took unalived her using a hammer. Imagine what that woman went through being taken off the earth in that type of way. She wanted to leave him. She was planning to leave him, get a divorce and everything like that. And I just wanted to talk about, well, I was told that when you want to leave your husband, even maybe your boyfriend, you don't always want to let them know that because of things like this that happen. So many women have lost their lives because the man who was unstable found out she was leaving. Now, usually you think we're two adults, it's not working out. But over and over and over again, we have seen a lot of women who lose their life when the man knows you want to leave. There was a woman who had made a post I had shared on social media. She said, "Oh, he's handling it so well like an adult." And then he took her life, the mother of his children. It's dangerous out here. You have to make your moves in silence when you are leaving even your boyfriend. I'm sorry. A lot of men will take your life. Very controlling, insecure, doesn't want to pay alimony or child support. We've seen countless women taken out for child support. You know, I hate to have to say you have to do this in silence. You have to slowly step away and then leave. Just he comes home. You know how in the movies the man comes home and there's a microwave meal or a home cooked meal on the table with the letter, "I'm leaving you." You see, a lot of women will give men signs that they are leaving or they will leave them. And they complain and complain, and the man doesn't listen. And then when the woman finally has had enough and files for a divorce or makes it very clear, very serious, "I am leaving you," a lot of men can't take it. A lot of them can't because they depend on the woman to cook, clean, set his appointments. They might feel you're their property, especially y'all have children together. And a lot of men just can't. They are emotionally unstable and violent. Look what happened to her again. So this woman, people might say, "Oh, she's a bodybuilder. She's strong. She has those muscles." Well, so did he, and he's still a man, and she's still a woman. And now her life is gone, taken with a hammer. Okay? So if you are in a situation where you seriously know that you want to leave your husband and you are scared, you have to do things slowly. You have to do things slowly, like moving your clothes out of the home and putting them in storage, or giving clothes you don't need away to the thrift store, gathering your most important papers and putting them in a folder or on a certain spot, having a bug out bag type of thing, getting a P.O. box, getting everything together. And when that man comes home, you're not there, and the divorce papers are on the table. And I know some people might say, "Oh, this is just so wrong to do to your man. And, you got to communicate." A lot of women do communicate, and the men don't always listen. And normally, you would want to just communicate, "This is not working out." But you know how unsafe it is when you let your husband or even boyfriend know, who you live with, "I'm not with you anymore." A man is not going to stay in the home with a woman and he feels he can't have access to that punani. Y'all can't sleep in the same bed. Even if you're in a different room, the man's going to come to the door and he's going to try to get some. his mind won't be able his mind won't accept or process that it's really over, a lot of them. And then when they realize they can't take it, they start assuming you already have another man, you're sleeping with someone else, those type of things, or I'm gonna lose everything, or I gotta do this and that. And if y'all have kids and stuff, it's just too dangerous. So look what has happened to her again. If you are thinking about leaving your man and you have finally made that up, I suggest you do what you have to do quickly. You want to move in silence. It's the only thing I can really say. If the man, sorry, I had to get off my webcam. If the man comes home, what are you going to do? Are you going to present him with divorce papers in front of his face, and you don't know what can happen and you still have to live with this man? Or will you move out your things slowly, get a P.O. box, get an extra job on the side if you have to save up money to be able to leave? Now, if you have children, then that can become a little bit difficult. You're not having a custody battle, and you don't know if he's going to say you're kidnapping the child. So I really don't know, but what would you do? So many girlfriends and wives are losing their life every month who want to leave their man. What would you do? Let us know in the comment section, how would you handle this? Normally, I would say rest in peace, but I don't always feel like the victims can rest unless justice is served. But her husband actually took his life with a knife after he took her life with a hammer. So again, this video is to warn women and to talk about it. How would you go about getting a divorce? What would you tell the man? What would you do to try to stay safe? Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell, and I will talk to you again.